Welcome, everybody, to Chris Platte's Rap K podcast. As always, I'm your host.
Hey, man, share.
Pod
Share, bro.
with a
Just
few
say
of
just
my
Platty.
nearest dogs. I'm with Zay. Be Mike
Yeah.
Zay this week.
Yeah.
Be Mike Zeke.
It's a short little.
Freaky Zeke on the track, you did.
We're on. Some of us use our vacation time. Some of us use our vacation time.
No
some
days
of
off,
us
bro.
decide.
I'm
Some
here
of us
on
decide to
holidays,
work
too.
for time and a half.
I'm here on holidays, too.
Speaking of working time and a half, I got Big AP on the ones and twos, holding it down as
That guy, bro.
always.
I'm not training
That
this
guy.
week, so I'm all over here all alone.
Yeah,
It was
I
fun
will
having
say.
Bryce here last week.
yeah.
That was a good little setup, though.
But
Yeah.
it did. I did notice when watching the pod bag that a little bit of your guys' side chatter picked up.
I know.
I know.
We both kept being like,
Bryce
all
is
right,
a
we gotta
chatty
shut the fuck
patty.
up, you know, yeah.
We got the two chattiest dudes
I
behind
know.
the cam.
The
Yeah.
people that are off camera not supposed to talk, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So.
But no, that was a great episode. Shout out to Eric that showed up. Shout out to Jalen who tucked his tail and got scared. Shout out to B Mike Birdie. Shout out to B Mike Birdie
Shout
for that
out.
episode. That was a great episode. Look, I think there wasn't a lot that happened in hip hop this week.
No, we got a quick episode today.
Yeah, we do. But we do have, I don't think we're the podcast, but we do have a lot of
We got
royal
some-
weddings
we
to
got
talk
some,
about.
We got some real hip hop
Yeah,
drama.
we
though.
got some real love and hip hop conversations.
shit
We
is
got
crazy,
French
dude.
Montana marrying a Princess of Dubai billionaire.
Which
We
is
got
crazy.
How, bro?
we got Jay-Z and Beyonce rumored to move to UK because of the LA fires.
I don't believe that.
We got-
Hey, there might
we
be something
got-
else with
I
that.
don't believe that's
Something
the
else with
reason.
that, though.
We got Taylor Swift engaged to Travis Kelce.
I thought this was the rap cave. Never mind. Go ahead.
I mean, look, Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift. I mean, Drake said it himself. She's the boogeyman. She's
Oh,
the
man.
real boogeyman.
They got him. The Swifties got him, bro.
Listen,
It's crazy.
regardless, that's a big headline. So, of all these relationships, gentlemen, we have a lot of relationships that we could dive into. I know we're all salivating to jump into all these relationships and break down the love and hip hop angle of this, but what's the most interesting headline of all of those?
The fucking French Montana
French
one is
Montana
crazy.
one for sure, bro. I
'Cause
don't.
He somehow has not much relevancy left in like modern day music, but every time he pops out, he's progressing so far in life. Like,
Bro became a billionaire overnight.
he's
Literally.
crazy. Is he a billionaire?
Now he is.
Now he is. He's marrying somebody that's worth $18 billion.
That yeah.
And gorgeous too, bro.
Yeah. You can
How
see,
did he
you
bag
can see
that?
The king. Or,
What do you got to
the
do
king
for that?
or Ayatollah or whatever it is? He was like whatever. I mean, I got like he's standing in between. He doesn't know what to think.
Yeah, bro. This man is marrying the Princess of Dubai. Congrats to the happy couple. Congrats to the happy couple.
I bet Drake
hoping
is
the best.
pissed. He's like, "How the fuck did you do that?"
Yeah, no, I don't know how that happened.
How
like,
what do you got
be
to do
honest.
to impress a Dubai princess, bro? How old is she?
I don't
She don't
know.
look that old.
I have no clue about the facts. I have no clue how to woo a
I'm gonna
woman
look-
of
I'm
that
gonna look
caliber.
this up.
I got it right now. I'm gonna keep it a bug. I didn't even know there was a royal family of Dubai or of. Wait,
There has
how,
to be.
How
Are
is
you
she?
kidding me?
No, but not everything is under royalty. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not every
Right.
country is kings and
That's
queens.
fair.
British. No, I mean England, bro. What do you mean? That's like the big one right there.
Yeah, but that's not England though. That's Dubai. Which Dubai isn't even the
I
country.
get what he's saying. What he's saying is that
not
like,
every country has
Oh,
a king
yeah,
and
yeah,
a queen.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you
Not
know.
every country is a
But
parliament.
like you got your like de factos, like, and that's what, like, honestly, I think that's what a lot of people like Beyonce and Jay-Z are not technically royalty, but like in American culture, they are royalty.
Might as well be.
You know
but
what I mean?
also, how is she the princess of Dubai, a city, not the country? The country is the United Arab Emirates. The city is Dubai. So I don't understand how that works either.
Well, also, I don't know shit about that country outside of Dubai.
yeah, bro. Those
So if I'm picking to be a princess of anywhere,
Oh, or it's so it's a city.
Honestly, I don't know the geography.
So
I don't know the
the
politics.
Emirates are like states, and so Dubai is a state, but there's a city Dubai as well. So Dubai
Okay,
is
gotcha.
like the Emirate of Dubai.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing 18 billion is probably the state one.
I don't.
I'm gonna
who
guess
gives
that's
a
a bigger
damn?
one.
He's now the prince of it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yo, you think if I go there, if I go to Dubai and I play chopsticks, you think like I'm good? They're just like, oh yeah. Like if I just start playing like crazy, like if I play mac and cheese, like if I just
I think if you think, oh, I got a real one. You think French Montana actually goes like, nigga put out an album and go #1 in fucking Dubai?
yeah,
That shit gotta go triple Porchwood in Dubai, boy.
it fucking
triple Porchwood.
it better if my girl is worth 18. Damn, bro, talk about being a stay-at-home dad.
Well,
That nigga stay at home everything. I'm not leaving. Fuck being a dad, nigga. I'm stay at home everything.
Dubai.
I'm stay at home Zay, bro. That's who I am.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Stay at home, bro.
Oh my god.
That's me, dude. I'm just like, oh my god, dude. It's like this dude he hit the literal life jackpot.
But and I
Yeah,
can
he did.
see if he drops music, it'll probably do well there because that is a place in the world that is very heavily influenced by American
Even if it
culture.
doesn't, who cares? You're just a boy. You're just a husband staying at home doing his little free
In
time.
the most
Your little multi-million-dollar rap career is just a hobby. It's just a hobby.
and
It's
now
just,
he's the
it's
most
just nice. Whatever my husband wants to do.
he can just live
I'll
a very
support it.
lavish
That's what she's
life
saying.
in the most luxurious city in the world. This nigga is about to go stupid. I know that. French Montana is gonna disappear on everybody.
Also,
you ain't gonna hear shit
no,
about him.
yeah,
anymore.
no, you don't.
I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm gonna get
Fuck
fat,
no.
really
Yeah.
fat.
Fuck no.
And you know
man.
what? I'm fine with that too because I'm not waiting on more French Montana music either. Whatever.
I think we're all good.
Fine.
I think we're all good. You can go
Live your
ahead.
life, man.
The next time we hear from French Montana is gonna be Drake talking about French Montana.
Probably. I mean,
Dude, I know Drake is salty about this. He just sitting there like he got a Dubai princess, and I got a porn star.
yeah. Now Drake got to go for royalty somewhere.
Yeah, he's got to, bro. He's got to.
But
Who
even
can
then,
he
he's gonna be like, because you know how he's always shouting out those Middle Easterns. Like he's gonna shout out somebody that's related to French Montana and his now fiance. Man, just all around.
Plot twist: Drake fucks Hillary Clinton.
Yo,
I don't know how we got to that plot twist.
that'd be crazy. Yo, next Drake is actually, hooking up with one of Trump's daughters.
Ivanka.
I don't even know if there's
don't know
one
them
beyond
bitches like that.
Ivanka.
There's, I think, another one that's
Whichever one that he was telling everybody he was attracted to.
That's Ivanka, but there's another daughter that has seceded from the family completely.
Oh,
Like
she
left?
Just
Yeah, she's like,
You can secede from a family.
well, when you're
I think
When it's
he
a
used
family
a big
like
word,
that,
but he
you
mean
can-
like
You can do
detached.
No, I know you
Well,
can do
yeah, I
anything
mean,
when you're
secede-
rich.
like,
God
she-
damn, I didn't know that.
she was disowned and she disowned herself. Like she's like separate from all that shit, I guess.
Who's this Trump? Why don't we
What?
talk about her?
What did she do to disgrace the Trump family when her mother's a porn star?
No, I think that she wanted to leave, and then I don't. Let me look it up. Hold up.
Are we getting political?
Yeah,
real quick?
I don't
No,
care that
this
much.
is nothing political about this. This is just about the.
And another
state of
thing the
world.
Democrats are doing that I don't like. No, I'm
And
saying-
another thing.
Go ahead and tell me how you really feel.
No.
That's
Fuck
crazy,
politics.
though. Man.
Govern yourself. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Yeah, Tiffany.
Speaking of Jay,
Tiffany Trump.
Yeah. Oh, which she had with Maria Maples, who was like a playgirl or something. I don't know.
all right, last thing, because I don't want to spend too much time on all these relationships. We do have actual stuff to talk about, believe it or not. But you brought this up. Jay-Z and Beyonce allegedly considering moving to the UK.
Man, I think there's something deeper in that, bro. It's not.
I
It's
don't
not just the
buy
LA
it.
fires.
Well, don't get us killed. Don't get us killed by Rock Nation.
No, you ain't gonna get killed, not like that. It's just like it's like that with everybody. Like Ellen left too.
Did she?
Pretty sure Ellen left.
And
To where?
Yeah, she moved to the UK, and also
First I'm knowing.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing of like.
Well, didn't she leave because like she got outed as like a piece of shit?
Well, it was a combination of things that
Right.
definitely added
That definitely
on to
helped
it.
it.
Yeah, because she'd like, I guess she treated her staff super shitty or something. I don't know, but
Allegedly.
allegedly. But I mean, it's kind of the same thing as like Bill Gates buying up all that farmland of like, what's happening that we don't know about? You know what I mean? I don't trust that Jay-Z and Beyonce are leaving just because of the fires. Because if that was the case, they've been dealing with the fires since they lived there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's a new thing.
Plus, I thought they lived in New York.
However,
Well,
the
they probably have
fires,
multiple
the
residences.
fires did get worse.
But see,
in the last
They
year.
are worse.
that's why I
But-
don't think it's the fires. Because I'm like, okay, if it was just the fires, they would just move to New York.
Yeah, no, that's true. Also, they probably have a place in New York, I'd assume.
So that's why I'm like, ain't no way it's the fires, man. It's,
But
it's
no,
something way
they
deeper.
have.
than that.
I think they have the biggest house in LA. I'm pretty sure.
I think Oprah does.
Yeah, he's got a pool. Mine's bigger. That's all I'm saying.
That could be true. I don't know. But I've seen an overhead view of
That
their.
was
They have
so-
a fucking compound, dude. It's crazy.
That was so funny. You guys remember Kanye crashing out over the Drake pool line?
Yeah, the pool.
He's like, he was fucking with me when he said he had a bigger pool than me, and nobody paid attention. He was fucking with me. I was like, bro,
Kanye,
Kanye.
just don't want anybody to be better than him. You
Yeah,
put
which
him,
is so funny
You
because-
put him and Soulja Boy in a room together, that'd be hilarious.
because that completely contradicts one of Kanye's funniest moments is when Kim was like, "We don't have a jacuzzi," and he's like, "Oh my god, we don't have a jacuzzi. Can you believe that?"
Speaking of Kim and Kim, did y'all see him and Kanye little daughter?
North.
No, what happened?
Dude, she is too grown, bro. It's kind of nasty. It's not. It's just scary, bro. Just to see like celebrity kids.
Yeah, I
Just
think
that
people
grown.
overreacted. Like it's that she was. I don't. People were like, "Oh, she's dressed in a like the bitch. She's wearing a fucking tutu." Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
It was. I think it was just more the fact that like she just looked so grown, and she's like 12.
she's like 12 or 13. Yeah, she's just. I mean, and women mature faster than men. They get taller first and whatever. Yeah, people made a weird. Somebody said, "I think that North beats Kim up."
That's the yeah. That's yeah. I've heard that. I was gonna say that's not the sector of hip hop that I genuinely am in touch with, but I have
My
seen
fault.
clips. I know you're good. I have seen clips of North just being like an asshole to Kim, and everybody
I
being
do
like,
remember
that's Kanye's daughter for sure.
Well, and to be fair, having Kim Kardashian as your mom is probably not the easiest situation to deal with either.
I don't know.
So we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Let's get into another thing that
we get messy as hell.
let's get into another messy thing.
Snipe me.
Young Thug, we won't get into the specifics of it right now because shout out Birdie, shout out Jalen. Those are the two on this
they would know a little
podcast.
bit more about this than I would.
Really, really educated and thorough on the Young Thug snitch allegations of the tapes that leaked and all of that. I just want to ask a simple question and I'll start with you, Zay. Like, when it comes to Young Thug, I care about the legacy. And right now, if it's over, if he never catches fire, if it's either because of the snitch shit or because, let's be real, he's been putting out music and it hasn't been sticking. He hasn't put out a lot of music, so we can't be like, we can't kill him all the way. But the stuff he has put out hasn't really stuck. And he's kept pushing his album back, and there's been talks of him just saying he wants to be a streamer. There's been a lot of conversation about Young Thug, and it seems like the fire isn't there right now for him in terms of his career. So let's say right now that he's either done, he doesn't put out music, he does some ASAP Rocky where he just lives life, he goes in a different lane, or he puts something and flails out. Whatever the case may be, let's just assume his legacy stops today. What is Young Thug's legacy right now? Because I think that's an interesting question.
Young Thug is done impressing you niggas, bro. Young Thug is at this point where in his life, he's like, dude, I went through hell and back to put out good music that I wanted to share with the world and whatnot.
And he has.
And he has. He's always come out. He's always come and he showed out. But with all this stuff that went on, dude almost went to jail for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I think when through that whole process, he was just like, "What the fuck am I doing?" I almost I think a lot of rappers are starting to think like I am not I don't like to live this lifestyle. This shit is annoying as hell. It's tiring. I like trying to hold this like tough guy act when I don't want to be a tough guy. I actually like to be really happy. I like to enjoy my time, just hang out with people. I like fashion. I like
that's always been the thing with Thug is that Thug also his personality also doesn't fully fit that mob boss persona necessarily. He's a silly dude, you know what I mean? He has fun. He doesn't make a lot of his music isn't even that tough per se.
Every time you listen to it, Thug is literally just talking about vibes and getting high.
Yeah. And I think that when it comes to this legacy, if right now he never put out another piece of music, his legacy is pretty well intact. That's something you could write off and ship into the sunset, I think. I do think that we really can't call it, which I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, until we get an album and see the full scope of it. Mm-hmm. I did see an interesting point this week, which I've thought about too, of somebody was like, I don't think he's going to make it for 15 or 25 years or whatever without fucking up the probation shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I think he is or isn't, but I do think there's a possibility because that's a long time to have to step extremely carefully.
What's his probation?
He has, he's not allowed in the city of Atlanta.
What?
He's not
allowed in Atlanta?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's not.
Okay, what else?
I could be wrong about that.
No.
But it's also like the lyrics and the content of your music.
He's only allowed to say he's not allowed to use certain references, certain words.
For how long?
For 15 years, I think.
Yeah, so he's just gonna chill.
But it's just you don't know. It's possible when you're torn between what you're legally obliged to do and what's gonna keep your career alive. It's a hard line to toe. So I'm curious if he breaks that. I would hope he doesn't. I'd rather him live a happy life than put out music and go back to jail and then we never hear from him.
Listen, bro, media's changing in a weird way. So this dude, I have no doubt in my mind, Thug will be okay. He'll figure some way out, bro. Motherfuckers actually like this nigga, bro. So they're not just gonna let him leave him down and out dry.
He's okay in terms of lifestyle, but to me, I think Young Thug is in an interesting position because, look, Young Thug is right now arguably top 3 or 4 Atlanta artists all time, and if you're that means you're top 25 all time artists. Young Thug is that's what I mean about legacy talk. Is Young Thug is already one of the greatest hip hop artists.
You know what I wanted to do? I really want to do top rapper in their city.
We can do that
one day.
We could do that. We can do that as a side content. I'm good.
We need Zeus on here for that for show.
I'm good. Yeah,
we need
especially
Zeus,
for Atlanta.
Mr. Atlanta.
Mr. Atlanta.
Yeah, we're gonna need some.
Shout out to Zeus.
Everybody on that board. But continue. My fault.
No, you're good. So he's already one of those if his legacy stops today. And at this point, too, I also think that if we look at Young Thug and who he is, he's a very melodic-driven artist. And obviously the content of his music has some, that's why I disagree with a lot of what you guys were saying, is that there is some vibes, there is some this and that in his music, but there is a lot of slime talk in there as well. There is a lot of stuff that I think the courts could deem problematic in his music. And so with that, though, you have the blueprint right there in Atlanta. You're staring at the blueprint in Atlanta. It's Andre 3000. You have to just make a hard pivot from hip hop, Young Thug. You have to do some alternative R&B or learn a fucking instrument. Like, you have to do that, Young Thug, because I don't think you can go 15 years making hip-hop music with the restraints that you currently have.
Yeah, I do think if he wants to continue with music, he got to get in his bag.
So
And he has the ability to.
He got to tap in his bag. He got to find something.
You're telling me Young Thug
really go in on it.
You're telling me Young Thug can't put out a fire R&B album?
No, for sure.
Especially when his girl just dropped a fire R&B album. We'll talk about it later. Like, he's got that in the fucking back pocket. Like, he's got a situation where he's musically talented enough to exist in a non-hip hop space.
Thug can just write music for people all day,
or do that
too,
or write music for people. That's why overall, like I said, or like you said, Thug is gonna be fine. I have no doubts about that. I just think that if I'm Young Thug, I feel like it would be a mistake for you to try to continue to lean into this rap persona. I'm still street, because as we've seen in hip-hop culture, like, look, truth be told, I hate that I'm the guy saying this, but we've seen it. We've seen that the street artists have been disrespected continuously, and that it doesn't fucking matter as much as hip-hop purists or hip-hop culture people want it to matter. And I'm not knocking those people for feeling that way at all. But I'm certainly not on the other side of the fence there, but we've seen a lot of successful artists do anti-street shit and still be successful.
Music.
And so, with that being said, I feel like, Thug, you're setting yourself up too, because also if all of this stuff proves to be he is a snitch, or he did violate street code, which again, I'm not at liberty right now in this current moment to say whether he did or didn't, because I am personally not educated enough on that. But you're setting yourself up for failure, because if you're leaning on your credibility, but you're also handcuffed to talking about why your credibility is so high,
yeah, that's a problem.
You're setting yourself up for failure. So I think he needs to do the hard pivot. I think he has enough fans in hip hop that love him, that ride for him, that will support his shift. And he have the talent of Andre 3000 to be able to do something that's not hip hop. Because remember, Love and Below, there was a lot of people when that dropped.
Oh yeah, Speaker Box Love Below.
That said that wasn't hip hop.
Yeah.
But guess what? We ate it up. And we still, for the next 15 years, said Andre 3000 is one of the 10 greatest rappers of all time.
Well, that was
2004 was Speaker Box Love Below.
Years ago now.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying.
The first Diamond hip hop album.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So like we've seen the shift. As long as the music is good, the music has to be the first important thing. The music has to be good if you are going to do music, or go ASAP Rocky route. You have your girl. I'm not saying she's Rihanna, but you have your girl. You have your life. You have the ability to move behind the scenes in music. You have the ability and the capital to make business moves, to keep yourself financially living the life that you want to live.
There's multiple routes he could take to.
And I just think hip hop is the worst one.
And that is a point, because like the problem is too is that because like we've seen he makes good R&B music, but yeah, obviously that I meant more like obviously he has that slime talk in his music and shit like he has for a long time, but he has a side to him that's not also all thugged out necessarily. But imagine, okay, so like comparing him trying to write rap music outside of the slime shit. If you write with your right hand for 30 years and then they say it's illegal to write with your right hand, you can only write with your left, you're still going to be able to write, but it's not going to look as good as your right hand. You know what I mean? So it's like when you're so accustomed to a certain thing, and that's what the formula was that made you such an institution, to have that stripped from you and try and continue it and kind of piddle paddle around what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do, that's like a recipe for disaster. I think you're right. Like a full pivot is the best method. Even if he sticks in the behind the scenes and just writes, bro, like do that. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways that he could ride this out and still be successcul and not lose his success, basically.
Honestly,
overall.
it might be what we really need if you want to think about it like that. Just Thug, just be silent for at least about, I don't even know, 10 years or so, and just write music for everybody, and then just let that go and make us miss you, bro, and then come out with an album.
So,
and it would be like, finally, Thug, we wait for this.
I do have pulled up the key conditions, at least. There's more to it, but like the main takeaways from his conditions for his plea deal is a 10-year ban from Metro Atlanta. So not even the surrounding suburbs. It says with exceptions for specific events like funerals and weddings. Mandatory quarterly anti-gang presentations at schools, 100 hours community service annually, random drug tests, and a prohibition on associating with gang members and promoting gangs. So I think there is more deeper. This is just like a synopsis. There's more deeper about what he's allowed to say and not say, and what he's allowed to, and that. But his stipulations are pretty fucking tight on this, and it's for a long time. So I just don't fuck it up. That's the biggest thing for me. There's so many ways that you could do this right.
I have a question. If he writes the song, can they still get him for that?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I
don't know.
There's got to be a way that they'll relate it. Because if he gets the credit, the writing credit, then that's coming from his.
Right.
I'm sure there's a way they'd spin it to make it.
Yeah.
They're going to find any. That's why this is so touchy.
Because he embarrassed them in court. They want to lock him up. This is not a situation where they're just going to they're going to be lax with him. No. You embarrassed us. We had a slam dunk case, and we lost.
They want
to get him.
They will spin anything in any way to try and take him down. That's what I'm saying.
That fucking sucks. Because if he was like writing it, and it doesn't even have to be about him, like he could say it's like not about me, it's for them. This is like all for them, and they can still get him for that.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't think that's a black.
Like
and
I
white.
really hope that's not
it's the answer problem to that probably isn't black and white, but I'm sure they would find a way.
Yeah. And where's Bryce?
They would at least try.
Or they'd at least try.
Bryce would at least have the answer for us.
Yeah. Shout out the politician himself. I listen, man. I'm excited for whatever Young Thug has in store. I just hope it's the best move for him. New music. We had a lot of new music. We didn't get to last week. We got to this week. I have several categories of new music because I listen to everything, but we haven't talked about everything. We've had a lot of drops. So there was R&B deluxe. There was rappers. There was alternative. Like, I listened to literally everything that dropped in the last 2 weeks, and I have a lot of notes on a lot of things. So I just want to ask the esteemed panel. I won't keep my notes long in case just for time's sake, for brevity. But first of all, did anybody? I'll just ask this: did anybody listen to like any of the R&B drops? I mean, you had Maria the Scientist, you had Umi, you had Tiana Taylor, you had Sierra pop out.
I didn't listen to any of the R&B shit though.
Man,
I missed it. I missed all of it, bro. I didn't even know Tiana dropped. I saw Tiana dropped actually.
Holy hell!
What a week. I just never got to listen to it.
I'm not gonna lie. So that was all the same week too, by the way. And those girls fucking balled out. Like, holy shit, what a week for women in R&B. Like, that was honestly, that was really, really amazing. I've been riding with the Giveon. When I get into the R&B bag, Giveon album has carried me for a while, but these women came in. Tiana Taylor had a very awesome, conceptual, concise album with a lot of skits, highly entertaining. Maria the Scientist came through, very thoughtful music. Umi always delivers, as is. And Sierra, if you're of that era, you enjoy it. She did that thing where, like an old head tries to, like stay true to themselves, but also kind of dabble in the new shit. So if you like Sierra, you'll like that album. I enjoyed that album too. I played that today. So yeah, that was the one I had to catch up on today. But yeah, that was just a hell of a fucking R&B week. So for all my R&B heads in the chat here, go run those albums back because they were phenomenal. I saw a lot of buzz about the Tiana Taylor and the Maria the Scientist too.
Is that what were we listening to Sierra earlier when we were both working?
Yeah.
We had a little WeWork going on today.
Yeah, that was yeah. So like I said, that Sierra album.
WeWork, the co-working space. We were both working from home.
Okay.
So Sierra was that was an album where, like I said, like it's an old head, staying true to themselves, but then also trying to modernize. So like that's something where like you either love it or you hate it. I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was dope. But the rappers, man, we had Earl Sweatshirt, we had Joey the Badass. We had
Joey the Badass.
Joey the Badass.
The Badass.
I think he earned that after what he did this year. You have Big X the Plug's Country album. That's a whole nother separate conversation. Offset, Ghostface Killah, Rakim, West Side Gun, my guy. I don't even know how to say your name, but I've heard a couple VPs from you, and you're fire and you're super underground. It's Gaz. Ghais Guerva. Gais Guerva. That's what I'm going to go with. My fault. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I've listened to a couple of your EPs. You're a dope underground hip-hop artist.
We still don't know if we're saying Giveon right, so.
Fair. But yeah. So, like, of the rappers, because I don't really got shit to say about Kid Cudi other than he released a dog shit album. Dominic Fike, cool. Mark DeMarco, cool. But I did listen to the alternative shit, too.
Yeah, I heard the Mac DeMarco one was in between. I have yet to listen to the Dominic Fike one because his, 2021 album was one of my favorite albums of the decade, easily. It's a fantastic album. But I have not heard his newest shit yet.
It's cool. It just doesn't top that last one.
Yeah. What is it called? Is it why? I'm forgetting the name.
I'm blanking the title too.
I will say that I listen. I mean, by proxy, just of us being in the same house, I listened to the West Side Gun album with you. Essentially, honestly, one of my favorite West Side Gun albums I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
It was really fucking dope. I love, dude, the Stove God Cooks fucking feature or whatever was on there was. Stove God Cooks is fucking ridiculous. I think he's so fun. I love
West
hearing
Side
him.
Gun always knows how to come, bro. Pause. Pause. But man,
Clip that.
That was a great pause.
Don't clip that.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
But no, she was fun. He was dope, bro. Like that album was crazy, man. He really came correct, man. And he like we were talking about this before, bro. Like especially when it's like he just be fighting that beat sometimes, but it still be clever, bro.
It don't even bother me though,
and it don't bother me. It's like it works with him.
Fighting the beat is something that's such a subjective thing. Like, all right, like prime example of fighting the beat, Billy Woods, right? Billy Woods statistically fights the beat to a point where it's almost unlistenable, but he's dropping so much knowledge. It's like it is what it is. I don't really consider West Side Gun to be fighting the beat that heavily. It's just about how you perceive it.
Yeah.
But
I can see that.
I've always had a thing I do think out of Griselda, I think Benny is by definition the best rapper. But I've always liked West Side Gun the most because I think West Side Gun has the most personality.
Oh yeah, way
out of all of them, and he really brings. Like, make no fucking mistake when you hear West Side Gun on any song. Like, you know what I mean?
And I like that they're, starting to, connect with, Rome Streets and start to bring Rome Streets in more.
Well, I think Rome Streets is under Griselda now, too.
I don't actually know how they're...
I could be wrong.
I don't know if they're just,
heavily affiliated, though. Yeah, they've been fucking with Rome Streets.
But that On Gina record was crazy. Prick, Amira Kitchen, he gave us a lot of records, of course, Powerhouse Hobbs with Benny and them. Of course, you expect a record like that in a West Side Gun. That's what I appreciate about West Side Gun is that he is so versatile in the way he gives his albums. Where like Benny, look, I personally like Benny's style the best. I like his shit talking. I like how direct and bar heavy it is. But West Side Gun, there's such an artistry with him. And it makes them 1A 1B to me. It really does. Like I can't choose.
There's nobody like West Side Gun. That's
Nobody, not a single person.
Benny is a fantastic rapper, but you could compare him to people.
A lot of people.
You could compare him to Black Thought. You could compare him to
Dave East.
Yeah, Dave East. But like West Side Gun, there's not a single soul out there that is anything like him. Crazy that I just Rome Streets is signed to Griselda. Didn't know this. Conway and West Side Gun are brothers. Did not know that all this time.
I thought they were cousins, but maybe I'm mixing that up with Amigos.
So Griselda was founded by West Side Gun, his brother Conway, and Makami, who I've been really listening to a lot of Makami lately.
Makami is the truth.
He is in that lane. I think he's the best rapper in that world of hip hop. Mm-hmm. In that like gritty shit. I love Makami so much. But yeah, Rome Street still got Cooks. I mean, we know Boldy James. So yeah, they're all under Griselda.
Yeah. No, that was a really, really dope album. The old head albums too were fire. I'm just gonna say that. I know of all people in this collective that I was gonna be the one to say that most likely. But the Rakim album is cool, but the Ghostface Kill album is really, really fire. Supreme Clientele too. It's not Supreme Clientele because to me, Supreme Clientele is like arguably like a top like. I think I have it as a top 10 or 15 album of all time.
Yeah, well, every Wu-Tang member has their defining album.
But this album is like fucking like it's not that, but it's like a notch or it's like 2 notches below, so it's fucking phenomenal. Well, great skits, rapping his ass off. Ghostface Killer, man, bro. When he gets in that bag, when he just comes with that hunger, bro, like you just hear him rap and you're just like, I don't know if there's a person on this planet that raps better than him. He does his job of like that is what he sets out to do. Much like a Black Thought, much like some of those other MCs that like their approach is just, I'm going to prove to you that I am the greatest rapper. I'm not trying to make songs that you enjoy. I'm trying to, for the people that appreciate good bars and great rapping, I'm going to prove that I am that, and that's what he did. Like, that album is fucking phenomenal.
Well,
phenomenal.
And that's always the argument. I have to listen to it because, you know, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. I just haven't gotten
song with Nas is crazy, too.
But that's always the argument with Wu-Tang. Like, well, they all have their defining album. GZA has Liquid Swords. Raekwon has fucking
if you only built
for Cuban Links.
Yeah.
And then you have Supreme Clientele from Ghostface, and they're really those. The argument is those 3 are the best. I think that's undeniable as far as rapping ability. Everyone has their own taste as to who's the best and who whatever. I think that Ghostface has done the best job keeping up with the times, like because even Ghostface has had a lot of feature placements throughout the years. You know, just like adapting, you know, with new artists. Like he had on fucking what's it called, Mr. Morale. He was on that. Like. He finds his little pockets to jump into where, like, you don't see a lot of Raekwon features. You don't see, definitely not GZA. You don't get anything from him. But, like, Raekwon, the last Raekwon feature I could think of is really Blank Face, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, GZA does a lot with Logic.
I didn't know that.
A lot of Logic features.
You know what? You're
Interesting.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Actually, one of my favorite songs with Logic is with Jizz on it. It's called Turntables or something like that. I forgot what it was called.
Was that also College Park or?
Yeah.
Yeah, College Park. Yeah. That was a cool record. Yeah, no, I thought that was a great album. The Rakim album was really dope. Again, if you're into that lane, into that space. I mean, the 2 bigger ones that we got to talk about, and then another one that I think is just interesting to talk about is
what's called Porta 1.
Earl and Joey. Where do we want to start?
You
let's
can go Earl, bro, because I remember you had a lot to say.
Start with Joey because I'm gonna probably have the main thing to say about Earl. So, and I know that we all, I more skimmed through Joey, but we all listened to Joey. So, let's start with that.
Okay. I appreciate Joey's talent. I think that Joey is a very, very good hip hop artist. I just feel like now for the last couple albums, he has not found a way to really stand out. He talked about it in his raps. Yeah, this is great raps, but it's also high level art. He said that on one of the songs, and I can't remember right now. But my thing is that I don't feel the high level art with it.
Yeah.
I think
I don't. I do see.
It's not bad.
I see a light within him, bro, and it's something that is growing, and he's getting a lot of traction. Like niggas, like this is day one drop. This is day one drop. We got to see how it's gonna go. Let the album grow. But I do think like now that he's actually got his got himself out there. He did the little battle with the the whole West Coast and all them. Yeah, I think now a lot of people know who he is, and everybody want to hear what he got to say. And this album, honestly, in my opinion, I like it. I like it a lot. I think
he outshined himself with the battle. Like, not saying that the battle was a mistake and not getting involved. I thought that was great for him. I just look at this and I look at 2000, and I will say that neither this nor 2000 are bad albums. But will I say those are good albums? No,
Neither of them are better than everything else he's ever dropped.
Yeah, I think
I like 2000 a lot actually.
Like he makes fine music. I think that I think that he is a great and very talented hip hop artist, and I think he proved that in the battle. And so I respect the hell out of Joey Bass. I do. But when you tell me to play his album, I can't separate that quality from Nick Grant. I can't separate that quality from a bunch of other high-level rappers and go, this is that much better. So that art that you're talking about, Joey, is missing.
Stands out.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I like Nick Grant too, but I've heard Joey Badass name way more than Nick Grant.
Okay, I remove hype. I'm talking about actual product. If you can sit there and you can tell me, and this is not a cape for Nick Grant segment, this is just a genuine thing. If you can sit there and you can tell me that I hear this Joey Badass album and I hear his Nick Grant album and one is levels above the other, I can't.
And
I can't. I genuinely can't say that. And that's not to say that both albums are not good. They're both good projects. They're both good bodies of work.
They're worth returning to. Even.
They're worth returning to. But like this Joey and the way he carries himself, the way that a part of hip hop media holds him to, I just don't think he matches that weight. I don't think that he is much better than just a very good rapper. I'm not trying to hate. This is not no shade. This is just me calling it
pro
what
Joey
it is.
Badass podcast, in general, but
bro, I can't separate him and Dave East. I can't. I can't separate him and there's a lot of rappers that are in that lane that can you say they're substantially better than the other? No, you cannot, because they're both good artists that make good music, and it's similar class, teach your own. If you like Davey's voice better, if you like Joey's voice better, if you like Nick Grant's voice better,
you can compile an album of all these artists together, and it would all fit too perfectly to the point where the personality's gone. And we're take it from me, I've been a Joey Badass fan since before the money, long time ago.
And I'm a heavy fan too.
To your point about gaining notoriety and getting his name out there, we're talking about an artist that did debut 12 years ago also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's had the time to make that happen. He very clearly tried with All-American Badass, which is probably, unfortunately, the height of his music career as far as his reach in general. But like, yeah, I mean, I've been a lifelong Joey Badass fan, and I enjoy this album. But in the best, like, and I really like 2000. So like, in the best and worst way, this album is a lateral move. It's completely.
Thank you.
It's exactly what 2000. It doesn't do anything differently than 2001, besides that third track or whatever. That's like kind of Pharrell-y, like, you know, like that's like, okay, stepping out of his bag a little bit. None of it's bad, but I don't see from 2000 to this one. I have seen realistically zero progression in the way that he makes music or how well he does. Now that's not to say that like there's a lot of artists that we operate that same way with. Look, Boldy James has had 7 albums this year or whatever. None of them are bad, but at the same time, it's like, you know what you're getting. And I'm kind of at a point with Joey Badass where it's like, I know what I'm going to receive when Joey Badass drops. Also, it was really fucking stupid of him, of all people being in the lane that he's in, to not take a fucking note out of Clip's book and really fucking roll this shit out. He dropped it surprise. He doesn't have the power to surprise drop.
Well, to
I
be
don't
fair,
agree
to
with
be
that.
fair to that, he did have a release date, and then he went live saying that the label fucked it up and that this and that. So he did have a plan, and he was doing interviews like the last like couple weeks. But like, so he did more of a press run. He didn't roll out quite like Clips.
It's not necessarily press even. It's the way. It's the actual process of the whole rollout.
I don't disagree. I'm just not putting it all on Joey because it sounds
sure.
like there was some other variables at play. I'll put it like that.
I'm not blaming him either. I just think that honestly,
But no, he would have served well with that.
Most rappers can benefit, even to a Kendrick Lamar. Take notes from the way that Clips handled their rollout, honestly, because that's the thing. Like, I mean, it's not even as a numbers game, but just as a getting it out there type of thing. The build-up matters so much more nowadays. It's like it's almost completely
Flipped.
circled around.
Yeah.
Everyone was doing that for so long. And now everything became so disposable. Now that's become the standout thing again.
The surprise drop became the thing, and now it's not. And I want to I'm just quickly going to say this because it's my only note on this album. It's a really good album, and I think that Offset's album, I think that had that been rolled out properly, I think we'd be all talking about that as one of the albums of the year. Because that is a phenomenal body of work, but because it just kind of came and went, it didn't have the sticking power. But when I listen to that quality-wise, I put that up there with all of my top releases this year. But back to Joey. I think, I think he did. He could have served better from that, and it's because the music itself isn't standing out, and that's like where more what I get to, because us as all like very deep hip hop lovers, like we are up to date on everything. And so we are hearing everything that drops every week for the most part. And we can separate it because we don't give a fuck about a rollout. We care about the album art that we get. And that's my issue is that yes, he could have done better rolling it out like a clip style and doing a very awesome, deep, detailed rollout. He would have done a lot better. But
it doesn't make the album better.
But yes, the album itself, like that Clips album, is now lasting not because
it walked and talked the same way.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Thank you for saying that. Like that's to me what I gotta say about Joey, and that's kind of my closing thoughts on it. Is look, it is a good album. I'm not trying to disparage it. I just want to be honest about Joey.
It's not bad by any means.
Yeah, I want to point out one record. I think you're talking about the same record. You mentioned a Pharrell record. Was it?
I don't know if it's a Pharrell beat, but it sounds very Pharrell.
Was it the Underwater one?
It's like the third track or something like that.
Okay, hold on.
I can tell you if I look at the track list.
Superfly.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was fire. Yeah,
that's like the first like real deviation I've heard or variety. From
and then I think it was Underwear was also one of those that like deviated. So he did have some.
And you said it well. Is like, no, Joey Badass is a phenomenal rapper. He has a bag and okay, like take exactly this week. Okay, West Side Gun, right? West Side Gun very clearly is he's a niche of a rapper, right? But he accepts that and plays into it rather than expecting to break barriers with his style of the way that he makes music. Like, he knows where he stands, he knows his place, he does very well in his category of hip hop. And that's the thing. I think Joey got a little too push and pulled between, okay, you had the boost earlier this year. You could have taken that and ran off into the fucking sunset. And, you know, I mean, and it's an argument of how much do you adapt to what people want as to what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But for lack of a better term, I kind of hate like describing it as this, but Joey Badass is fucking boom backpack rap. Like that's what it is. So to expect it to go any further than the people that already enjoy that style of music is just kind of it. That's a silly thought, but I don't know if he fully accepts that. Like JID. JID accepted. He said in an interview and accepted. He's like, I know my place and where I'm at and what my. He's like, I make my music for JID fans. I don't make it to appeal to everyone else. I think that Joey Badass is torn between wanting to make this style of music, but not understanding that it doesn't resonate with everybody. You know what I mean? And so it's just, it's a good album. He's a fantastic rapper. I don't see, this was also like JID, kind of a solidifying album of like, all right, this is his spot and that's cool. And I'll always listen to Joey Badass, but
no, I'll take a Joey Badass drop any week. I will. But
Joey, I think you're doing phenomenal. Don't change a thing.
Absolutely. And that's
I'm
great.
not even telling him to change a thing. I'm just
100%.
saying I'm going to make my list every year, and if you continue at this quality, you're probably going to get on the back end of that list or off that list.
And you know what?
But that's not bad because I listen to 200 albums a year because I'm a psychopath. So if you have a top 25 album, that's a good album.
Yeah. Not bad by
So
any means.
that's kind of all I'm saying. You want to talk about
doing better than me, I can tell you that much.
the other album I'm talking about?
Badass right now.
Earl.
All right.
Earl, I don't truly. I mean, you can go off, Chris. This is your time. I'm not here to stop you, but I really don't have a lot to say because this album kind of crystallized my points on Earl. Like, I'll just say this, because I know you're gonna have a lot to say about this album. But to me, moments like Crisco, I love that. Very dope, high level raps. But live, heavy metal songs like that fucking suck. Like they're terrible, and it gets me frustrated because it's Earl clearly choosing to do that. When he does that mumbly, lazy shit, I just don't like that at all. And that even makes me more mad about like Earl Sweatshirt, and that kind of crystallizes it, is that it's not that he can't rap at a high level. It's the style in which he's choosing to package those raps that I find offensive, I find terrible, and I truthfully just don't find entertaining. And so, like, to me, like, this album is a fucking it's like a 2 out of 10. And Earl Sweatshirt is somebody that I think can deliver a 7 out of 10. Like, he has delivered a 7 out of 10 in my books. Like, he's delivered very, very high level bodies of work, and I don't think that his pen fell off. I think that he is choosing a specific style that I find abrasive, hard on the ears, and just borderline unlistenable. And so to me, I just like I don't connect with that at fucking all. So like this kind of crystallized it to me, because this was like, okay, this wasn't some rap songs where it was all just ridiculous. It wasn't that. He gave you moments of like what felt like, okay, Earl, okay, this is dope. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. I'm rocking with it. And then he gave you the moments like that, like I said, live and heavy metal where they just fucking suck. So like to me, look, man, I know a lot of people that I respect. I've heard artists. I've heard JID even just talked about it, how much he holds Earl in like a high standard. And I know a lot of rappers that love Earl. And I am a student of the game. I put my 10,000 hours in, but I just can tell you that there is just a clear disconnect. When you put out music like that, again, you did I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. I know you're a good artist, Earl. I know you didn't get dementia and lose your abilities. I know you still have it because you've shown me it on projects like this for moments, for glimpses. But you haven't held my attention because you continue to do that shit, which I just really, really don't like. So, like, to me, you know, not bashing this album. It's not the worst album I've ever heard. It's not, you know, it's not, like I said, it's
not the worst of his albums.
It's
in your eyes.
it's
I know
not,
that.
yeah, it's not
The
some
fact
rap
that you
songs.
have any positive notions towards it is, yeah.
Like, but like, I'm trying, guys. Like, I'm genuinely, I'm trying.
I know, especially tiptoeing around your roommate.
I'm trying to like Earl Sweatshirt. I'm trying to find glimmers of hope. And I found little glimmers of hope. But then whenever he does that, he just follows with some bullshit. And I can't fucking stand it. And I think I'm crazy because I think I'm the only one holding a great to a great standard. I hate that shit. It's the same shit with Drake. It's the same shit with Drake. Drake drops mid-music, and then everybody goes, oh, it's not the worst music. It's cool. Motherfucker, I grew up on Nothing Was the Same, Drake. Like, peak music. One of the best albums in hip-hop history.
Yeah, and then it makes you question is like, why am I the only one that doesn't fucking understand this? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what the fuck? Am I crazy? Am I crazy to say that Drake doesn't have records like from Time? Like, Drake doesn't have started from the bottom bangers like that recently. Like,
because
I'm not
hungry
fucking
artist
crazy.
is the best. Hungrier artists are the best, bro. Because they
and
actually,
Earl loses his fucking that flow just sounds
I-
like zero.
I gotta
hunger.
agree with you, bro. Because every time I'd be like,
fool sounds like, I don't
I
give a
love
fuck
Earl
to-
Sweatshirt so much, bro. Like I love.
Bro,
him.
if I have two more of these, I'll sound like Earl right now. I'll sound like Earl right now.
Well,
You know me, I mumble when I'm drunk. I slur my words.
man,
sometimes.
I like Earl so much, bro.
That's it. No, that's my point.
I like
That's my
Earl
point.
so much, bro, and I really
like him too.
I really need him to come like a little bit more correct. I need him to go crazy. And I don't know what it is about him, bro, but it's something, bro, where I'm just like, it's not hitting like it used to.
It's the Eminem shit. It's the opposite, but it's the same shit of like, I'm such a lyricist that you guys don't understand what I'm doing. And there are certain people that get it.
Maybe it is the Eminem thing where he got like sober and it was like,
Oh, I'm not even saying
sober.
I'm not even saying
I
sober.
can see
but
that.
that's
I
not
mean,
what I was
the
talking about.
argument of rapping well versus making a song.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
I think Earl is standing on that the fact that he believes he's rapping well. And I am hearing music that is unlistenable. And I think that's the disconnect.
Like the music, his music is fire, bro. Like even I listened to the album, and you know what he was rapping about was cold, but it don't mean the song was like.
Weirdly enough, his most positive work, even though it may not present itself that way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in the. I guess I'll just transition into my shit.
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
So, as the resident, I mean, I know that you're an Earl fan. Rod's an Earl fan. I probably over the years have liked him and listened to him more than a lot of people, even through the albums that people didn't like or whatever. In my opinion, because Doris, one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time, probably. I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. Fantastic album. I actually like Doris more, personally. But the thing is, and this is what I've grown to accept and understand when it comes to Earl Sweatshirt, is he is a person who, kind of almost going back into our last conversation, he doesn't listen to what like he does what the fuck he wants to do. And this album, in my opinion, and I mean, whatever, it's fucking stone me for it or whatever, but like, I think this is his best album since I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. I think it's the most concise. I like his delivery a lot more on it. It has one of my top songs of the year on this album. It's probably already my number one most played song. I've been listening to it back to back. Gamma is I think it's one of the greatest Earl Sweatshirt songs of all time on the new one. Gamma, Need the Love in parentheses or whatever.
Yeah, I'm a go back and listen to it for sure because I want to give it another shot.
The thing is like I stopped like, what's the word we use? Is it caping? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I stopped caping for Earl a long time ago when it comes to, because he's not for everybody. And the thing is that I think everyone, and this is the third person we're mentioning in this conversation, is don't expect him to do that anymore. You know what I mean? Because keep in mind, I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside was 10 years ago now. He was 21 when that album came out. He's 31 now. He is very staunch in the way that he makes music. It is very clearly not for everybody. I completely understand why it's not for everybody. I completely respect that it's not for everybody. That's what, like, I never even argue against your point of that, you've been disappointed. Like, I haven't been extremely impressed by him for a couple of albums. I liked Sick, the last one, more than a couple of them. The Alchemist one, Voir Dire, was solid too. But like Feet of Clay was with like East and shit. It's like he was way off the rails with there. I don't know. And then some rap songs. There are highlights of it, but overall it's insane. That album is fucking all over the place. This album to me is the most concise idea, the best delivery that he's had in a long time. But I think that everybody just needs to accept is like, this is who he is, and this is the type of music that he needs to make. He's going to be successful for the rest of his life off of the bag that he's in. It's not about the fans. It's about what he wants to do. And I think that this is a really good representation and amalgamation of his specific style of music that he's been developing over the years. I think this is the best representation of it. And there's songs that I'm not crazy about. Like Forge, the second song, I wasn't crazy about. Live, I like the beat to Live, but then his delivery on it. He has my only thing when it comes to Earl Sweatshirt that I won't stand for and that I will always stand by is that you can hate his delivery all day, but if anybody says that he is not an elite level lyricist, you're fucking wrong and you don't know hip hop. That's what it is. His delivery and beat selection and everything else, his songwriting ability, you could write off all day. But he has some of the most intricate lyrics out of any rapper in the fucking game, and I will stand by that till the day that I fucking die. Now, that's not saying that makes a good song. That's my problem with Eminem. I actually do. I agree with that. Eminemism is the how well you rap to how well you can make a song.
He dropped too, by
you almost rap too well to
to where it gets in the way. To a fault almost, to where it gets in the way. So at this point, Earl, I think, is out of the people we talked about the best example of you're not wooing anybody or bringing new fans on, but you are delivering to your fans what they want to hear, and I think that this is the best representation of it. I think that these past 4 albums that he's had have been all attempts to do what he did on this in the sense of continuity, conciseness, at least because if there's one thing you can't argue is that the album is extremely fucking cohesive. It might as well be one long fucking song in the way that it flows from one song to the other in the beat selection. I think this is one of his best beat selections out of it. Now, but you have to like that thing to be able to appreciate it properly. So I'm never gonna argue when anyone says like, "Oh, Earl Sweatshirt's ass. And I don't fuck with him." And da 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 da. He should be, or we've seen what he can do, but he's also not that same person anymore. And I don't expect him to drop another "I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside." I think this is the most comparable album to "I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside" out of the past X amount of albums.
I agree with that.
But
it's the closest. Still far in my opinion, but
even
it's
though
the closest.
I'll say I'm not saying it's better than that.
No, I know you're not.
Definitely
I know you're not.
But it's funny. It's the antithesis of "I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside." This is, even though yes, his lackadaisical delivery and everything can step in the way of the what he's actually trying to get across or whatever. But this actually is his most content, and he's finally happy for the first time in his life. He's happy with his girl. He's happy with his baby. The very last line of the entire album, I want to pull it up because I think it's such a good, just philosophically, he's in a good place. And I have bias because I'm a long-term Earl Sweatshirt fan, and I love him as a personality. I fucking any interview or anything he does, I just think he is a very well-spoken, well thought out individual. I like what he has to say. I do think that I'm not gonna argue this.
Thought we had breaking news.
I'm not gonna argue this album against anybody or anything, but I will say it's the most positive he's been. I think it's the best amalgamation of this style of
this
what
era
he,
of Earl
of what, and what he wants to do. Interestingly, at the beginning of Exhaust, the song starts and it's a woman saying "Take Two." That was Erykah Badu. That's pretty crazy. But
that album, I couldn't find that anywhere. That was supposed to come out today. Erykah Badu and Alchemist album.
Yeah, I know that didn't get released.
Okay.
But how he ends the album on the song Exhaust, which is pretty much just actually in his interviews, this was the first song he actually made on this album. But the last line is, "At the end of the day, it's really just you and whatever you think. I'm airmailing you strength." And that is, I think, such a testament to Earl and the way that he's operated over the years, is because that is true. It's no matter what, at the end of the day, it is just you and whatever you think. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or does or whatever at the end of the day. I think that album encapsulates Earl's career and the way that he's operated over these years. It's not for everybody, but you could tell it's for him. And that's what I do appreciate when it comes to him specifically.
Yeah.
End rant, signed, sealed, delivered, whatever. But yeah, that's where I stand on it.
That was good. I appreciate that. It's funny because I can't pick up on the subtle things that you do. This is the happiest he's ever been. I can't.
The delivery could argue against it.
Yeah. I can't pick that up. But and you ended it beautifully with, hey, listen, every artist should make the music that they want to make for themselves. Who gives a fuck about my measly opinion?
Preach.
But at the end of the day, if you put art out there for public consumption, I, as somebody that is the public, that is a passionate music, I'm going to give my opinion, right or wrong. There is no attack on characters unless you do some fuck shit.
Absolutely.
But no, man, gentlemen, that was a great episode. We'll end it there because I was gonna do top 5.
You forgot that Eminem dropped too, and he's coming out with the documentary.
He dropped. It's a greatest hits.
Is it?
He dropped the greatest hits.
Yeah, because it's the soundtrack to the Stand thing, and it's just it's Curtain Call 2, basically Curtain Call 3, basically.
Yeah, because you did do Curtain Call.
Look at the track list. It's every song.
All right, let me see. Stan. Okay, yeah. Sam, Bad Guy, Rose, Beautiful, Not Afraid, Rap God, Stan. Right. We don't give a fuck. Think about how. Yeah.
Yeah, it's greatest hits.
Yeah.
But it's the soundtrack to the album, but.
Yeah.
In terms of Eminem,
no, I do want to watch that, and the three of us will have to link for.
Yeah, we should watch
for a bonus app. Sure. I'm down to do that. Watch that.
We
this
watch
week
it live and watch it. We'll just like watch it like just straight up, like just have it
Could be
playing.
copyright issues, but
Yeah, we'd have to look into that. But
especially because the music.
I'm
that's in
also
it.
I'm also down. I'm also down for that too.
We can link
If
and
we
watch it,
can,
though.
if we
Figure-
can,
we'll figure
But
something out.
we'll for sure get
We'll
content.
get
on
that content to
'cause
y'all.
yeah, that's a great one.
Make sure they like, share, and subscribe, bro. Tell them, bro. Tell them, bro. Tell them, bro.
I was gonna get to that, man.
Tell them to do the
This
thing,
your
bro.
This is your first time.
Like and
Hold on,
describe.
B Mike. Hold on, B Mike. I got you. I got you, B Mike Zay.
That bird's trying to spread his wings.
He is. But no, we'll save top 5 albums for next week because I want to get the whole panel to kind of give their shits. Because we are now just ending quarter 3, so it's a good time to kind of give your albums of the year so far, and as we get ready for this fourth quarter push, which who knows what's going to happen there. But let us know in the comments below what you think of all the love and hip hop, juicy drama. What do you think of Young Thug, his legacy, what he should do next? What is the kind of music that you want to hear from Young Thug going forward? And of all the new music drop, again, Maria the Scientist, Tiana Taylor, Sierra, Umi, Earl Sweatshirt, Joey Badass, Big X the Plug country album. Did anybody care about that, him pivoting to country?
I didn't even know that happened. So
He did an album, and it was literally all country features. It was Shabuzi, Luke Combs, all country.
fascinating.
Interesting to him. Shout out to him. I think it's a good pivot for him. I think it.
Yeah, he embraces Southern culture.
Yeah,
pretty
I think it worked.
I'm good on
Offset.
it, but
Was
Ghostface
it a
Killah.
country song or was it like country hip hop?
It was country hip hop. It was Shabuzi.
well, that's what country is now.
Yeah. Big X the Plug, Offset, Ghostface Killah, Rakim, West Side Gun, my guy. What do we call him? What do we call him? This Guervo.
I'm not fucking that man's name up. You go ahead and try that so they can cancel you.
They're not gonna cancel me over getting his name wrong. I'm giving this man love. Shout
You'd
to
be surprised the lengths they'll go to.
shout out to my
Shout
homie
out to
Double
old
G.
dude. Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
my homie Double G. Shout out to my homie Double
Whatever
G.
your name
Was
is,
it
you're
was it a
fired.
rap or was it rap or was
Yeah,
it
it was
R&B?
rap. It was
Okay.
hip hop. It was very fire. I'll play some records after we get off air. Shout out Kid Cudi. You're still making ass music. I wish you would have retired. That's one of the most disappointing
You
retirements.
should have retired at Speeding Bullet to Heaven.
Dog, you should have retired at the start, my man.
Me and
Dominic Fike, Mark DeMacco. Shout out to all of you. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, me and you, we were talking shit about Speeding Bullet to Heaven before I think you even had your first podcast. Like that album was ass from the start. Like you
My
should've
man,
just
I'm
ended it there.
approaching a decade of content making. You are approaching a decade of ass music. We are not the same.
I know.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good, fun, safe holiday weekend. Everybody got anything they're doing this holiday weekend? They
To
just
bed.
chilling? Bed?
Going to bed.
Yeah, I got
It's like, no, I think I'm going to a party tomorrow. I might actually do a comedy show, so we'll
Hey,
see how
man.
that goes.
You have a
shout out Zany Zay.
You have a wedding tomorrow. I'm
Yep.
aware.
Wedding, and then I'm gonna party my ass off after the wedding. It's gonna be a long night. And then we'll see about Sunday, Monday, maybe some family time, maybe some kickback. That's it on my schedule. That's it on my
In the
itinerary.
undisclosed location that we live in, there is an undisclosed festival going on in town that's about 2 blocks away from us. So I'm having people over tomorrow, and we're gonna go walk the streets and do some people watching and whatever it may be. So
And he's looking for fights. So if you are in the
if
area,
anyone
he
wants
is
to
looking
fight.
to fight people. You don't even have to say anything.
Yo,
Just
this
come-
dude
just
right
walk
there
up and
behind
make
the-
eye
that dude
contact,
right over there
and he will
said,
know.
I heard he was talking about y'all mama.
yeah, I said Earl Sweatshirt ain't shit. Come fight me for it.
Yeah, bro. They was talking about all y'all mamas, bro. What'd you say they was doing? What'd you say the moms was doing to you again?
Oh, fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My fault. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of the Rap Cave Podcast, episode 75, right?
75.
Hey, 75, 25 away from 100. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help the channel grow. We
What we
appreciate
doing for
all
100?
y'all. We're gonna do something
We'll
big.
figure it out.
We're gonna do something big. I actually do have a
We
plan.
gotta go
in
live
motion,
or something.
So I have a plan. I have a plan for episode 100. But until then, you're not gonna see episode 100 if you don't subscribe to the channel. So make sure you fucking tap that smash subscribe button.
All
Smash
that shit.
Like
Tap it, smash it,
Clap them cheeks.
Clap it.
Yeah.
That subscribe
Especially
button.
you over there.
All of
Clap
that.
your cheeks on the like button.
I don't know if that's a pause or not. Thank y'all.
Like and describe.
You know who I'm talking to.
Have a good weekend,
You right
everybody.
there.
Peace out.
Put your cheeks on the like.